My wonderful friend Joe Mullins and fellow broadcaster, award-winning broadcaster, I might add. That's here for Joe Mullins. I'll let you do that right here. You think he's got a voice for radio? Well, you're right, he does. And he's got all sorts of radio going on. You guys ready to roll on? Say they're about to peel the bark off these trees, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody sing this band for the first time? They'll let it rip. They will, I promise you. They can do it. You're going to hear some fabulous traditional bluegrass music and great, great harmony singing. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers?
She wasn't there, she left me standing, standing on the mountain. She left me standing way up there. Where the honeybees are buzzing round the flowers there, she vanished somewhere in that mountain air. She left me standing, standing on the mountain. She left me standing way up there. I just saw a whippoorwill talking to a bear. They were both laughing about her getting in the air. She left me standing, standing on the mountain. She left me standing way up there. Once more she'd appear, tell me that she cared a little for this mountaineer. She left me standing, standing on the mountain. She left me standing way up there. She left me standing, standing on the mountain. She left me standing way up there.
Thank you so much. Bless your heart. We're so thankful to be with you this weekend here at Little John's. And those hands that went up that have never seen the Radio Ramblers before, sit right still and we'll tell you who everybody is as we carry along. The man that put the man in mandolin is right here. This kid is tougher than a hog rooter. Now beat that. He's also one of the best banjo players in the world. That's why I gave him the job of playing the mandolin with the band so I could steal licks from him. Let's hear it for marvelous Mike Terry. That's Mike right here. Here's Traditional Bluegrass 101, an old timer called My Brown-Eyed Darling.
I'll never forget the morning you left me. I tried to smile, but instead I cried. I couldn't hold my tears no longer the moment you told me goodbye. My brown-eyed darling, you know I love you. I'll always be faithful and true. But tonight you're miles away, dear. I want you back, here I'll be true. My darling, I hope that you will trust me, for I'll be waiting just for you. want you back. Here I'll be true. I know I can depend on you, dear. I hope soon you'll come back home. I'm hoping and praying for you, my darling, and the day you call you my own. My brown-eyed darling, you know I love you. I'll always be faithful and true. Though tonight you're miles away, dear, I want you back. Here I'll be true. I want you back. Here I'll be true.
Good job, there's marvelous Mike Terry with his mighty mandolin, and that's my brown-eyed darling, another great mandolin man and one of the best bluegrass vocalists and songwriters ever. Wrote that when he was about 16 years old, and that's Brother Paul Williams. Paul and his great gospel group, the Victory Trio, are dear friends of ours, and Paul's bluegrass history is as deep as it goes, man. He's fantastic. He put that song together way back in the early days. Let me acquaint you with the bass player. Every band's got to have one, and ours is a real jewel. Our band celebrated 6 years this past week. We've had no band member changes, and we don't see any in the near future, do we, Tim? How about a nice hand for Tim Kidd on the bass right there? Guitar man is always quick with a smile, and a great songwriter. Also an equally talented banjo player, got his own style on the guitar. He'll work hard all afternoon for you. That is Adam McIntosh. Let's hear it for Adam. Then there's the fiddle player. He's been on the road since high school. He's quickly grown to be one of the most respected fiddle players of his generation. Grew so quick, he grew right up through his hair in that one spot right there. Only member of the group that ain't married yet. He had a wife one time, but her husband come and go. I'm sure marriage is in his future. Like all men, he'll eventually get tired of finishing his own sentences. Would you make welcome Evan McGregor, the fiddle player for Radio Ramblers. I was here the first time probably around 25 years ago. Sometime in the 1980s, we got the invitation of Big John Manis to come perform at this park when I was part of a band called the Traditional Grass. All right, glad y'all have fond memories. I don't recall much prior to 1995 myself, but good job. Thank you very much. I was here also, I'll say this, tonight I know we're having a little get-together with my friends Dudley and Don and James and doing the Longview thing. This is the first time that, I think the first Bluegrass Festival that ever featured Longview was right here as well. And anytime I get an invitation to come to Snow Camp, North Carolina, baby, I'm all over it. My name is Joe Mullins. Glad to be here with the Radio Ramblers. very much, Farmers Blues. We'll do a few requests this afternoon. We got in and got to visit with some old friends and make a lot of new ones. Over the last couple of years, this has been one of our most requested songs. Buddy Michaels is here somewhere. We were on the radio with Buddy this morning talking about this little tune. Marty Stewart put it together a decade back, and we did the Bluegrass version of a CD entitled Ramblers Call. Here's the Farmers Blues.
Seeds and dirt, a prayer for rain that I can use. I work the land, I watch the sky, I talk to God and wonder why. But it's the only life I know, these farmers' blues. I see the seasons come and go, sending rain, I'm at the mercy of it all, this life I choose. Sometimes I hang my head and cry when that evening train goes by. Wish it could take me far away from these farmers' blues. Tractors on, the fences down, put on my suit and go to town. I ask for a loan that I know well they might refuse. Back at home, still by my side, the one I love with worried eyes still waits for me to love away this farmer's blues. I see the seasons come and go, sending rain, fire, and snow. I'm at the mercy of it all, this life I choose. Sometimes I hang my head and cry when that evening train goes by. Wish it could take me far away from these farmers' blues. Sometimes I hang my head and cry when that evening train goes by. Wish it could take me far away from these farmers' blues. Wish it could take me far away from these farmers' blues. Another day, another dollar, and comes along my way. Another day, another dollar, working my whole life away. Boss told me, get paid weekly. That's exactly how I pay. Another day, another dollar, working my whole life away.
62, but it only had them 2 verses when they wrote it 50 years ago. We added a new verse. Now, if you've not seen the radio Ramblers before, unless you heard our version on the radio, you've not heard the new verse to the old working man song, Another Day, Another Dollar. We sang it all over the country the last couple of years. Most people seem to like it. And we hope you like it a whole bunch. If you like it, man, I want you to throw lawn chairs in the air, grab one another and squall real big. We'll see what you think of it. Here we go. This is the new verse to Another Day, Another Dollar.
At least I have the job to go to, and I think of my bills are paid. Nothing's left after they tax me from the cradle to the grave. Another day, another dollar. Daylight comes, I'm on my way. Another day, another dollar. Working my whole life away.
Thank you. There's Another Day of the Dollar. There was a little baby praying mantis that just stopped right on top of this big microphone up here. And he's mashed all over the place now. Mike got right a hold of him. Poor little fella. That Mike's tough. Tell you what. It's a real bluegrass show. Here's your Surgeon General warning. We'll go from the steel house to the courthouse to the jailhouse, but always wind up at the church house. Don't go to the outhouse, you'll miss a bunch. We're headed to the jailhouse right now. We'll go up in Yankee country to the old-time Boston jail. The Boston jail has a whole cell full of winos and Skid Row Joes and vagrants. And they had a mandolin player one night for about a half hour, but we'll not talk about that here among friends. Here's the Boston jail. we'll have to get all ready for this first verse. He's back. Get it? Got him. It's higher than a tank of gas, but we'll rear back and give it all we got. You ready, Mike?
Winos, Skid Row Joes, some on vagrancy.
What in this world did you eat for lunch, Brian? Come on, boy. Breath like a slaughterhouse mob.
They got all kinds in the Boston jail now. They got me.
In the county jail in old Boston, they've got all kinds you see. From all walks of life, they come on lost their liberty. Now some's got wives just outside, waiting for their return. Long timers, short timers, some waiting to burn.
Winos, Skid Row Joe, some on vagrancy. They got all kinds in the Boston jail now. They got me.
Yesterday I really had the jack, but paper and pen got me locked in and checks come bouncing back. And late at night when the lights go out, they tell their tales of woe about old friends and places they've been and where they'd like to go.
Winos, Skid Row Joe, some on vagrancy. They got all kinds in the Boston jail now. They got me.
condemn them to a cell where every dream's a forgotten thing, each day's a living hell. Listen, guys, if you're wise, from this town you'll run, or else you'll find you crawling time in the jail of no Boston. Why no Skid Row Joe, some on vacancy. They've got all kinds in the Boston jail now. They got me. Why no Skid Row Joe, some on vacancy. They've got all kinds in the Boston jail now. They got me. Bless your heart. Let's slow it down and do a tender love tune. No, it ain't the Salty Dog Blues. That never did make any sense, did it? Get your sugar burger by the hand, and if she's got blue eyes, this is going to go real good for you this evening. I know Daddy does. Mike says Daddy's got the coolest blue eyes he ever saw. And he saw them right here at this park 2 years ago. They're here on their 2nd anniversary. Let's hear it from Mike and Debbie. All right, Mike, get her by the hand. Here's your special request, my blue-eyed darling. But when you all. As promised, it's gospel time. That's something we always look forward to. Thankful to bring you a great traditional bluegrass gospel and the best message in the world. We're going to do songs from our Hymns from the Hills CD. The latest by the Radio Ramblers has been available from Rebel Records about 15 or 16 months now. We'll have something new this fall, but we're so grateful that folks have enjoyed our 14-song gospel collection. All Radio Ramblers and a few special guests. Some of the founding fathers of bluegrass gospel helped us with some special arrangements. It was a lifelong dream to record with Larry Sparks, Noel Lawson, and Ralph Stanley. If you like bluegrass gospel, our Hymns from the Hills CD will be available over here in just a little while. It's a combination of old and new. Here's one of the new songs entitled It's Worth It All.
Travel, road some with trouble, slipping and sometimes we fall. But we'll discover if we love one another, I believe it will be worth it all. Where the trees bloom forever, fade no, not ever, happy we'll be around God's throne, singing His praises through in the sages. I believe it will be worth it all. God's word does tell us some turn from Jesus. Listen, brother, when the master comes, put your faith in him and live up in heaven. I believe it will be worth it all. Where the trees bloom forever, fade no, not ever, happy we'll be around God's throne, singing His praises through in the sages. I believe it will be worth it all. Sisters and others, help them along life's weary road. Soon they'll cross over to live with our Savior. I believe it will be worth it all. Where the trees bloom forever, fade no, not ever, happy we'll be around God's throne, singing His praises through in the sages. I believe it will be worth it all. Singing His praises through in the sages. I believe it will be worth it all. On this cold November morning, here I stand at the graveside of a long forgotten man, thinking of the friends he lost for love of gold. This sad story through the years has oft been